Hi, family. So, what the Holy Spirit has been talking to me about, and what God wanted me to talk to you about today, is about how to have a healthy love, how to have a healthy, loving relationship. And Spirit actually told me last night that that would be the next video. I have videos just lined up of things that I'm supposed to tell you, that I'm supposed to channel to you. And this one actually triggered me because I woke up angry knowing that I'm supposed to talk about this. That's because I believe that we should just know better. We should just know. We shouldn't be abusing our partner. We shouldn't be selfish. We shouldn't be controlling. We should just know how to love each other. I don't understand these control dramas that people get into. I don't understand how you can tell someone that you love them and be selfish. I don't understand it. So for me, this was kind of like, I know that there's so much to be said about this. So the number one thing that healthy relationships have is they are friends. Healthy relationships, they're friends with each other. They want to do things with each other. They want to call each other. Something good happened. Something good happened to me today. So I want to call my best friend, who's my lover, and the person that I want to share my life with and build a kingdom with and do these things with, and they're going to be happy for me. That's a healthy relationship. All of the healthy relationships that I know are people who support each other. They don't have to be the same, but your core values have to be the same. Your core values have to be the same. So I'm a God person. I've been doing spiritual counseling for almost 20 years. I love God. And I love people. So if I go on a date with somebody and they don't like God and hate people, that's not going to work out. That is definitely not going to work out. I spend morning in prayer and meditation. I spend night in prayer and meditation. And I live my life in ministry to people, for people, helping people. And I have had in my marriage, I'm divorced, in my marriage, he hated the fact that I would help people. And he felt that God was like another man, that I would obey rather than him. And that marriage could not last. It could not last when he felt like God was something between us instead of something holding us together. So to have a happy love, you have to share common core values. You have to share common core values. You have to have, similar life patterns. It doesn't have to be the same. For instance, I eat mainly vegan food, and it doesn't bother me if somebody has meat. It doesn't bother me. I would prefer that they also eat vegetables, and can eat vegetables and things like that. And I prefer that they source their meat where it's less environmentally impactful and cruelty-free, like the grass-fed beef, not factory farms. So, and not completely indulgent. So there has to be similar things. You have to give and take. Your partner doesn't have to be exactly like you. If one person is if one person is anti-alcohol and the other person wants to have an occasional drink, then let them have an occasional drink. What's wrong with that? It's not like they're at the bar every night. Why do so many people and so many couples want to completely control and destroy each other? Love is not a battlefield. Love should not be a battlefield. Love should be people supporting each other in the things that they want to do. They need to have a common life path, a life path in in accord with each other and not be trying to sabotage, not be trying to put each other down. I have been involved in performing and music my whole life, and in the beginning, and dating, because I don't have relationships unless it's a karmic relationship, because I don't really want to spend my energy on things that aren't meant for me. So I don't casually date, really. I don't casually date. However, in the few karmic relationships that I have had, there's been, different things to work out. And a lot of the time, a man will say in the beginning that he doesn't mind the fact that I'm a performer and that I sing and do things like that. But then they get increasingly jealous. And then they start to berate me and try to put me down. Like, I think that I'm something, when I'm a very humble person, but I'm confident. So if my confidence starts to be diminished by another person, they don't love me. If your confidence starts to be diminished by another person, they don't love you. They don't love you. Because if you love someone, you want to lift them up. You want to hold them to higher standards. You want them to do well for themselves. You want them to be happy. You don't want to destroy that. So how to have a healthy, loving relationship? Be supportive. Be friends. Don't be selfish. Care about the other person. Don't abuse them. Nurture them. I have a Venus in Cancer, so I'm very nurturing. I had one karmic relationship who, he didn't want to be nurtured. He refused to eat my food. He refused. I'm a really good cook. I am a very good cook. I actually won a chili cook-off. So, I know how to bring it in the kitchen, and I love cooking for people. But he said it was mothering him. So you just have to find the person who syncs up with you. And that's not all looks-based. That's not looks-based. You have to be attracted to somebody, but you have to see the deeper person. You have to like the deeper person. You have to be able to communicate. Do fun things together. You have similar senses of humor, things like that. You have to be able to compromise. You have to be able to listen to the other person in this whole game called life. So, in conclusion, think about how you treat your partner. Think about if you are sabotaging your relationship. Think about if you're kind. Think about if you're loving. Think about if you're neglectful or abusive, because none of those things are love. Give love to receive love. If you today start giving love to your partner, love them, because a lot of times people wound each other, especially if they've been in a relationship for a while, they wound each other. Be the first one to give love. Try to heal your relationship. If you're going to be entering into a new relationship, communicate your needs. Be mindful of your needs. Be mindful of your partner's needs. Don't be selfish. Nurture each other. Be honest with each other. Have trust in your relationship. And if it works out, then that's amazing. And if you don't sync up, if it's not copacetic, if it's not a symbiotic relationship, then bless them and say goodbye, because your person is out there. Your person is out there looking for you. Don't settle. Never, never, never settle. Never settle, because your person is out there. Okay, I love you. Hugs and prayers.